Welcome back to Moving to Hampton Roads. In today's video, we're going to take a look at three of my favorite neighborhoods up in Northern Williamsburg. So we're up in an area called Toano, and we're going to focus on single-family homes today. And the three neighborhoods we're going to take a look at are Wellington, Whitehall, and Fenwick Hills. These are three great suburban neighborhoods. I think you're really going to like them. Stick around, and we'll get right to it. My name's David Tortellini, and I help people just like you buy and sell property here in Williamsburg and throughout all of Hampton Roads. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. That way you get alerted to all of our future videos. And then when you're ready to make your move to Williamsburg, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email here, and would love to help you out with your next move. All right, let's get to talking about our first neighborhood, Wellington. Alrighty, we're up in Wellington. And if you're looking for a larger home, then this could be a really good fit for you, because the homes here range from about 2,000 up to about 5,000 square feet. So there's a lot of really nice size homes here. And as you're going to see, they're going to be homes that are going to be up kind of built on a crawl space this way. But then if I turn around, you're going to see, I don't know if you can really see it really well, but there are going to be a lot of homes with walkout basements in this neighborhood too. And that's one of the things I really like. So I think maybe this house is probably a better example of it. You can see they're built onto the hill, so they've got the walkout basement there. And so I think that's really one of the things you're going to like about this neighborhood, is that not only are you going to get the size just in the main living space, but you can also add on with these basements. That's kind of a windy day. It's a really beautiful April day today, but it is a little windy, so I hope my audio is still okay for y'all. But this is a neighborhood of about 260 homes, really close to the highway. And they were all built between about 2002 and 2014. There was a really big slowdown after the market crash in 2008. But, so 260 homes, and they're currently selling for around 500 to 600,000. So, I think the thing that you get with these houses, though, is, you really do get some beautiful homes. Like, look at this guy behind me. Really lovely home. The one up here, I mean, these are all really nice, very well-maintained neighborhood. It does have an association that's $70 a month, and you're going to get a nice pool. Right now it's all green because they just opened it, and so not the best looking shot we've ever taken there. But it also has a nice clubhouse. It has a playground, and my understanding is that the pool is very, very popular. Swim club there is a big deal. So, this is a really great neighborhood that's going to give you a lot of different options in terms of size. And I wonder if you can see that one down there. You can see the walkout basement. So really just for anybody looking for a bigger home, of the three neighborhoods we look at today, this neighborhood has the highest average square footage of the three. So I thought it would be a really good place to start and kind of give you a good feel for what you can get once you kind of get a little farther north up into Williamsburg. So we're really in James City County. Toano is the name of the town. Toano. It's kind of one of those potato sort of things. People pronounce it different ways. So really just depends on on what you like to say, I guess. So we are about 15, 17 minutes north of Colonial Williamsburg. So we're pushing out there. We're starting to kind of get to this point where if you're working down at, say, like the Newport News Shipyard, you've got a solid, you've got an hour commute. So we're getting a little further away from some of the things that would make it a really great fit for everyone. This is a great spot, though, the Toano area, if you are maybe have someone also working in Richmond, and one person maybe in Williamsburg or down at like Langley Air Force Base. This would be a nice kind of middle ground that would put you, 40 minutes to both. All right, so this is Wellington. What we're going to do is we'll hop in the car and I'll drive around so you can see a little bit more. We'll do that for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to head on over to Whitehall. All right, so now we're here in Whitehall, and this is one of the newest neighborhoods in all of Williamsburg. It was just finished in 2019, and it is a combination of single-family homes and townhomes. You can see some of the townhomes behind me. Today's video, we're just going to focus on the single-family homes, though. So about 400 total homes in the community, about 250 of which are single-family. But before we get going into the community, which was built by H.H. Hunt, I want to show you the amenities. I want to show you the pool and playground area. It's really nice and really great. I think you're going to love it. So let's start right there. All right, and as you can see, this is a beautiful pool area. Just tons of space. Got lots of chairs and loungers and tables, umbrellas, different sections of the pool. This is really one of the nicest pool areas in the region. And it's even got this covered pergola area over here. So with the picnic tables, so you can go, bring a little food, eat. It's very nice. And we're gonna walk around front to the front of the clubhouse, but just gonna point out real quick all of the parking. So there is a ton of parking here. So if you aren't within walking distance of the pool and playground, or you've got the kids and you want to bring a bunch of toys and all that kind of stuff, you can pile everybody into the car and you will always find parking. It is a very easy place to park. And as you can see, there's a really nice playground here too. So, if kids don't want to be in the pool, they can be out on the playground. And then, for the bigger kids, you can be down here at this beautiful tennis court and basketball court. So really just one of the nicer courts in the area. And I could just see this being filled with kids and adults alike out here playing tennis and playing basketball all the time. It's such a nice feature. So those are the amenities here at Whitehall. All right, so now we're in the single family area of Whitehall, and I just want to show you this. So man, a tree-lined street's going to get me every single time with the trees and the sidewalk. This is picture perfect to me, in terms of just having that ability, especially if you have kids and dogs, to have the nice big sidewalks, which surprisingly in the Hampton Roads area, just the greater area, we don't have a lot of that. And maybe it's because a lot of what we have is built, kind of really before this concept became really popular. But what I love about this neighborhood, I mentioned it's, 400 homes, but about 200 to 250 are single family. Now, the one thing you're not going to really get here are big yards. You can see kind of back here, in between some of the houses, you're really just not going to get, the half-acre lot or even a quarter acre. A lot of these are pretty postage stamp, but a few do have some okay yards. But you're just going to get that modern look, that modern feel. And so whenever you look at a home here, you're going to see something that was built as late as 2019. So I think it started in this neighborhood in 2009, finished up in 2019. So a much different feel. So I'll put a link in the description. You can take a look to see what's for sale currently here in this neighborhood. So this is a good size yard for this neighborhood. That would be a good size yard. And just here, you're really just going to get all those modern things, and those amenities. It's only $76 a month HOA. So for $76 a month to get those nice amenities, get this really well-maintained area, just beautiful tree-lined streets, I think it's a great value. These are selling for between $400,000 and $500,000. Now, that might seem like a lot, given that they don't come with a ton of land, but new construction in Williamsburg is pretty much non-existent. There really just isn't a whole lot. And my understanding is that they do want to expand this neighborhood even farther. So I think that's kind of being proposed right now to do an expansion on the back end of this neighborhood. So yeah, I mean, this is Wellington. You're going to get homes here that are going to range, the single family can go from about 1,800 all the way up to around 4,000 square feet. And you can even find some, a couple of 5-bed, 4-bath homes. So they can get kind of big in here, bigger than you would think given the layout and that everything is kind of a little bit on the tighter side. So, all right, well that's Whitehall in a nutshell. I'll drive around a little bit more so you can see a few more homes, and then we're going to head over to our final neighborhood, Fenwick Hills. Alrighty, well, we're in our third and final neighborhood, and we're in Fenwick Hills. And I love this neighborhood. It is 175 homes. And you're going to find homes here between about 2,000 and 4,000 square feet. One of the things I love, right, so this is the entrance right behind me here. So that's the entrance everyone's coming into. And then where I am is I'm kind of in the public amenities kind of field. And so we've got, you know, the rec area, we've got the basketball courts, we've got this huge field where they'll set up, you know, soccer goals. We've got the playground back here that's really nice, and the gazebo. So this is a really great way to just bring the community all together right here at the entrance. You know, in Wellington, the pool and clubhouse and everything is kind of way off to the side. Most of the homes are way too far away from it to even really use it. So most of those kids probably have to have their own play sets, because some of those kids will probably have to go, you know, half a mile to get to the play set. Here, it's right at the entrance to the community, and it's not such a big community that not everybody can walk to it. So everybody can get to this right here. And, you know, these homes are selling between 400 and 500,000, kind of like Whitehall, and they're a little newer than Wellington. So they finished construction here in 2015, so maybe just a year or two newer. And, you know, one thing we haven't talked about yet are the schools. So I have a client who, if you try and tell her the schools are better somewhere than here, I think she will fight you. So it's War Hill High, Stonehouse Elementary, and Toano Middle. And, you know, she's kids in the system and is absolutely obsessed. I'll put a link in the description so you can go to niche.com and take a look at all the rankings and everything. But I think the people here are really passionate about the school system. This neighborhood in particular, a ton of kids. You know, it's a Monday afternoon right now, so they're all at school. And, you know, this is just another really good neighborhood. And one of the things I like about this one, kind of like Wellington too, is that you have crawl spaces and basements again. So not as many basements as Wellington, but you definitely have basements here. I think oddly, 2 of the last 3 homes that sold here were fully furnished basements. So maybe there are a few more than I realized, but, you know, they are, you know, this is a similar neighborhood to Wellington, but just maybe the houses are a little bit smaller on average, and that's why you're, instead of that 500 to 600 price point, you're looking more like 400 to 500. Which, you know, I think if a lot of these neighborhoods were maybe in, like, say the Jamestown area, they might be another $30,000 or $40,000 more expensive. So, you know, you give a little to get a little. That HOA here is only $22 a month. You know, it doesn't have a pool like the other neighborhoods, but you're not, you know, you're going to save $50 a month on top too. So really, you're in a nice position in this neighborhood. It's right across the street from Whitehall. So I literally drove like 2 minutes to get here. And so it's, they're all really nice and close to each other, you know, in this area of Toano. And, you know, frankly, once you're outside of these neighborhoods, there's not a lot going on, to be honest. So when you leave here, you know, there isn't a ton of shopping up this way. You do have to drive about 10 minutes, you know, south to kind of the Lightfoot area to get down to Richmond Road, 10, 12 minutes. That'll put you towards a lot more shopping and things like that. So, you know, there's still a ton of country up here. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot of farming still up in the Toano area. I do think that over the next 20 years, this is going to be a huge growth area. And a lot of people will be moving here if builders build. But right now, not a whole lot going on in the area. So whatever there is up in Toano kind of is that's what it is right now. So another great neighborhood. Let me drive you around a little bit more and we'll wrap up for the day. All right, well, those are three of my favorite neighborhoods up in Northern Williamsburg. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those below and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. I'll put links in the description for home searches for each of the three neighborhoods so you can take a look at what's actively for sale no matter when you watch this video. Of course, if you are making a move to the area, do me a favor and give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. My team and I are here and we are ready to help you out. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone else you know who's moving to the area, and then subscribe to this channel. Again, my name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thanks so much for watching.